7 most talked about human rights abuses in 2018. Whether it's the case of the Dashi girls, Sharibu, the IPOB women, the Shiites, or whatever, we want to examine 7 of the most talked human rights abuse. Whether it's for people who were little girls as 12 years old who were raped by 50-something-year-old man and nothing was talked about. Abuse is abuse. Whether it's from the policemen, whether it's senators being abused, whether it's the common men being abused, abuse is abuse. So this year we saw senators were abused. We saw where Saraki and his colleague were tear gassed, and the common men were also abused. So it is in the Nigerian constitution, like every other country in the world, that humans, Nigerians, should have certain rights, and that their rights, whenever they are infringed upon, Nigerians has the right to take to the law court. So one of them was 100 schoolgirls were kidnapped in Dashi. And there is something we see in Nigeria. Nigeria is a place where impunity and wrong can go on and on and on without anyone actually coming to the front to actually say this is wrong. So we saw 300 or 250 girls kidnapped from Chibok. Now we see the Dashi girls. So it means that we no more value people anymore. And then we saw some were released and then some were left. And the only one that is left is this girl you can see from the screen, Sharibu. What about the Shiite supporters that the army opened fire on during the religious protests? How did Boko Haram start? It started like this. Their leader has been kept even when the law court has said that release this person. They have kept this person. If you saw Lai Mohammed talking about this guy being fed 3.5 million naira every month. So when issues like this linger, people get kidnapped, people who has been offered freedom by the law court are denied their freedom, we cannot say that the rule of law exists in Nigeria. What about SARS? SARS that went everywhere terrorizing every young man. Every young one who has maybe a kind of phone or cars. SARS starts searching them. I remember when I was going through Lagos, and they just took some boys off and they said, hey, come here. And they were searching them like, is this so serious? So we're no more operating at a certain level of intelligence like other people of the world. We just wonder, you can't catch those who are committing crime that way. So SARS, they actually inflicted pains on people, from illegal beating of people and all that. So SARS was one of them. Another one was Jones Abire, who was actually accused of his involvement with digital militants and all that. He was kept in incarceration for 2 years. Even there is a law, when you look at other countries like the United States and all that, even though if there are allegations that you are involved in a crime, you are being invited to the station. And nobody can keep you in the prison without proper processes where they are taken to the law court. There are evidences that are beyond any reasonable doubt, and then they can actually put you in the jail. Not you put someone behind bars for 2 years. There is no court sentence. You're putting the person behind bars. You deny them freedom to do whatever they want to do with their life. So if this person is socially suing the government, there is a need for it. Because that is... Okay, you release the person, right? As it says here, he was dismissed. The case dismissed, right? So if you don't leave, that is not society. That is what we call a banana republic. And then we'll have justice for Oshaya, as in a 13-year-old girl who suffered abuse in the hand of an uncle who was actually a lecturer. So it's a sign. I don't know if it's shown that the more people get educated, the more they become demented. I don't know if that is a proper word to use in this arena. That someone should be abused. A girl of 13 being abused by a 52-year-old man. So this man is three times older, because if you divide 52 by 13, that is 4. So thrice older. 39 years older than this girl. This man is even, this girl is even more, it should be around the granddaughter's age. Yeah, because there are people I know who get married at 18. So if you got married at 18, you should have gotten a baby. So it becomes, it's very funny. And then the other one will have the illegal detentions of different people like Adeyanju and all that. Supporters of Sobore. I remember watching a video where the supporters of Sobore were arrested, and many of them said, "Hey, come and arrest all of us." And the police were like saying, No, we will not arrest. We don't have spaces for you. I think that is what the government wants. When you come to the point where you have things like that, the yellow protests, where people like in France and in other countries of the world, they put their vest and they say they're not living in the streets until the government hear them. This is what Nigerians need to do. And then we have the IPOB women who were arrested. And this is how far our country can go. But so these are some of the human rights reports. So the question is Nigeria a banana republic? So we saw the case of Dino Melaye. You saw the case of Saraki, who was accused of being involved in robbery. From Dino Melaye to Ganduje to Nnamdi Kanu, you start seeing how justice is being played out, and you begin to wonder what is actually the problem. Why are certain people in society pursued, and why are others left behind? So it's something that calls for concern. So with that, I want to say a big thank you for that, and bye.